All right, let's take a what are ethics and why are they important? Ethics play a role in everyone's life, regardless of age, race, or gender, and in all aspects of life, home, work, or social interactions. But what do we mean when we say ethics? Rules to live by, right versus wrong, something about ancient Greek guys? Ethics is a broad term that includes all of these things and more. For our purposes, we're going to narrow down the definition a bit. First, we must separate the concept of ethics from that of morality. Morality is an overall system of beliefs or values which help us decide right and wrong, good and bad. The concept of morality is often set forth by society and can differ from one society to another. Ethics refers to the actions we take and the decisions we make that reflect that system of beliefs. In other words, morality is an idea or goal, and ethics what are done to work towards that goal. The relationship between morality and ethics is like a basketball game. Your team, the society, obviously has agreed on the idea of winning as good. The desire to win is an aspect of the team's morality. However, the desire alone is not enough to take the team to victory. The individual players take actions such as passing and blocking shots that reflect their desire to win. These actions and choices make up the team's ethics. In the mortgage industry, the effect of ethics is far-reaching. To the consumer, the ethics of an individual broker reflect not only the broker's morality, but also that of the lender, the company, and the industry as a whole. The consumer's perception in turn affects the reputation of a broker, which has a similar ripple effect. If a mortgage agent or company behaves unethically, it is not only the reputation of that agent or company that is harmed, but it is also the reputation of the mortgage industry as a whole. Fortunately, just as unethical behavior creates a bad reputation, good ethical conduct has positive results. A broker who deals with consumers in an ethical manner will be rewarded with referrals and repeat business. Consider the amount of time and thought many people put into ordering their morning coffee and how upset they get if they receive a half-cap no foam instead of a decaf skim latte. Buying a home is one of the most important and personal transactions that many consumers will make in their lives. The relationship they develop with their broker or lender is much more involved than the relationship they have with the barista at the coffee shop. Consumers in both transactions want to be dealing with someone they trust, but the level of trust required is increased dramatically in the case of the mortgage broker. A broker with a strong reputation for ethical behavior will have the trust of his clients, which in turn strengthens his reputation, bringing in more business. The temptation of quick cash can lead a broker or lender to commit an illegal act before he or she can think of the long-term repercussions. Aside from trouble with the law, even a broker who is not caught and penalized for unethical behavior can develop a nasty reputation, hurting business in the long run. In the mortgage industry, it is longevity that pays, not quick cash scams. Additionally, unethical conduct can damage the reputation of the mortgage industry as a whole. Consumers are not isolated creatures. They are people who share their experiences with others and ask about others' experiences as well. The statement, "I've never heard of anyone who had a fair mortgage broker," could be based off one or two or three individuals, but it is made about the industry as a whole. Thus, it is up to you to maintain not only your own reputation, but also that of your company and your industry. More interactions with ethical brokers could result in consumers' reactions like, "Everyone I know has a good experience with XZY mortgage." Earning and keeping the consumer's trust is the key to a successful industry, and ethical conduct is the key to earning that trust. Ethics is less about obeying the law and more about trying to make as honest of a deal as possible with the consumer that puts his or her faith in your ability as a broker or lender to help him or her buy and secure home or credit. The goal of this section is not to preach to the specifics and consequences of morality and ethical behavior. We assume you are already familiar with those. Rather, you will be briefly exposed to examples of unethical practices in the mortgage industry. In recent years, both the federal and state governments have been cracking down on unethical lending and schemes we will cover that we have found to be the most prevalent. Public awareness and borrower education has also increased, resulting in a greater number of attentive borrowers. You will also be given some practical interactive case studies to consider.